A new survey from Bank of America found, listen to this, 16% of millennials now have a savings of $100,000. That's pretty impressive. How'd they do that? Here to explain exactly how, financial advisor, retirement expert Rebecca Walser. Rebecca, good morning.
Good morning.
That's a staggering statistic. That's a lot of money for millennials, and 16% have managed to save. How did they do that?
And that's before President Trump's tax cuts,
Yeah.
right? So, you know, the question is, I think that they are realizing, they're looking at America's deficit and every year, and they're looking at America's debt, 21 trillion, and they're saying, wow, you know, a lot more is going to be on my shoulders. Social Security might not be there, Medicare might not be there, and they're taking maybe a little more personal responsibility, and they need it. They're going to need it more than the Gen Xers and more than the baby boomers, because the social programs for them are not going to necessarily be there.
Yeah, I love that we use all these Gen X and all this stuff, and millennials, the age range is quite wide. So what age are we talking about, these people who have the $100,000 saved?
Yeah, you're looking at 30s and under, basically.
Okay, sure.
And so yeah, your 40s and up, or your Gen Xers, we call those the sandwich generation, and then the baby boomers, of course.
And how was that possible for them? You were talking about, well, some of them live at home and other factors, right?
Well, they have a lot. They don't have as many, I think, hardened bills that most people that are married with children and living in a family or an apartment. A lot of them are at home, and they've got a lot of ability to just have discretionary spending.
Sure. Okay, the tips are what we all want,
yes,
because if they can do it, hey, wait a minute, if I get the info, maybe we can do it as well.
Exactly.
Number one, you say staying under budget. Easier said than done, right?
Most of these millennials actually have a budget, which is shocking, and then 73% of them say they actually do stick to a budget.
Wow.
So that is shocking, because a lot of people don't even know what they spend. So yes, a budget.
Okay, calculate that budget. How do you calculate? That's a good point. How do you calculate your budget?
You really need to separate two things. You need to say, this is my must every month. Mortgage, rent, car, gas, transportation, food, utilities, and then these are my discretionary. Coffees, movies, dinner out, entertainment, whatever. So those are your separations, and then really figure it out, and this is the pot that you can break down and take off. Two
of the tips you have: go auto and forego direct deposit.
Yes.
Almost everybody does direct deposit. Why is that?
Even if you just do it one time, physically get a check, take it to a bank, cash it, take it home, put it on your table, and divide it into your piles of your budget. And you will see, wow, here's all of this I have to spend, but this is all that's left. I have this much left. So maybe I should be saving more.
That visual will impact you.
Absolutely. When it's electronic, we're not calculating these things.
Okay. Don't shop when you're stressed. That's retail therapy is a thing.
I know, it is a thing.
So you're saying don't do that.
It's like eating when you're stressed. It's like going to the grocery store when you're hungry.
Right.
Yeah, it is going to cost you more. So if you're going to shop and it's a stressful, tenseful time, and you just want that outlay, take cash. Take cash, leave the credit card at home, so that you're actually not going over your budget.
They're doing everything they can to make you not use cash. You can pay with your phone. You can pay with. You're saying leave your credit card at home.
Yep. I know.
Is that realistic, or is that, if you need to clamp down, it's what you should do?
Honestly, the truth is, every dollar we make, we're paying two people, our current self and our future self, and that's the division we have. And if this pile is too short for too long, we're going to wake up one day and be our future self and be really mad at how we've lived our whole life. You've got to make the future self a priority.
I like that. You wrote a book. It's called Wealth Unbroken. What's the main lesson from this? Because we were just talking about, when you're in college, or even in high school, they should start teaching more of this personal finance stuff for real life. Once you get out of school, you're like, well, what do I do now?
Yeah, and for millennials, this book is actually even more important, because we've been building wealth in America kind of in a bad way for the last 30 years. And I make a case as a lawyer. I build a case to say, look, this is why where we're headed is not where we've been, and we need to adjust some things in the way we actually build wealth.
It's fascinating stuff. Do you think the trend's going to continue of these generations saving for the future and being so conscientious about it?
It is a have to. They cannot want to, they have to. They are not going to have the social and the safety net that we have and that our baby boomers have, because we can't afford it in America. So they have to make it a priority.
Good stuff. Rebecca Walser, we thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Christina, let's get over to you.